Hey everybody, come on in. This is a Daily Bern. We're going to start in just a minute. I give you a little time to get in, like and share. This is an independent, grassroots little show, so I completely depend on you guys to help me share. I share a little bit as much as I can, but you got to be careful nowadays because of Facebook jail. Do you know about that? They put you in that if you share too much. So be careful when you share, especially this show. Uh, Ginger, if Ginger's here, Ginger can tell you, you can get yourself in trouble sharing the Daily Burn. This is not popular. You know, they don't want this out. We're going to pump you up. We're going to build up the revolution, is what we do here. So come on in, like and share, and comment. Take part in the show. That all helps us do better in the algorithm and get out to more viewers and all of that. So do all of that, and we'll start in just a couple seconds. Thanks for coming. Hey Royce, good to see you. Dolores, how you doing? Good to see you. Hey Robert, I'm glad you're here. Stay for the burn. I know you don't believe in this, but stick around. I was gonna invite you, man. So I'm glad you're here. But let me see if anybody's here over on YouTube and VK. We're streaming in a couple different places. We have been for a little while. It's kind of challenging to keep up with, but it's good at the same time, and it gives us the opportunity to get out to more of an audience and to a wider audience. So it's exciting. But welcome back. This is the Daily Burn. What this is the war room of this political revolution. And that is what this is a political revolution. This is what it looks like. That is what this is. And this is a motivational show for that political revolution, for that fight. This show is to pump up the people who are fighting in the political revolution, fighting to change our society, fighting to take back our system and change it into something that works for the people instead of endless greed and corporate welfare and endless war and all of this. We are seeking to change our society, do you see, from what it is into what it can be. Now, this show in particular is made for those that are in this fight 100%. I am in this fight 100%, no matter what now. Now, the word no, when I hear no, when it comes to like universal health care or even Bernie being elected, when I hear people tell me no, that it can't happen, that it won't happen, that there's no way it could happen, that it's a pipe dream to even think it's possible. Look what they did in 2016, Sean. They'll do it again. It can't be done. No means nothing to me anymore. It doesn't bother me. I am a believer in this fight and what we're doing and what's happening right now, 100% to my core. So no means nothing anymore. I don't care. I'm used to hearing it, and I know that I'm going to hear it a lot more on the way to yes. And those that push the no's, those that tell you that it can't be done, that we can't have this, that we can't do this, that rain on the parade, so to speak, they either just are unable to see the possibilities, unable to see what's happening, and that this is how change happens, or they are set against us realizing our power in changing this society. And those enemies would be like the mainstream media. They are our enemy. Their job is to misinform and misdirect the public and control the narrative and control what people believe and control how they think, etc., to control them. That's what they do. But I'm talking about people that are either unable to see the possibilities of this situation or just can't believe in it. They can't visualize beating what we're up against, getting past what we're up against. But this particular show, is made for the warriors in this fight that are determined to see it through to the end, that have decided that we are not taking no for an answer. We're not coming to ask nicely. You see, we're not looking to negotiate. We're not looking to barter or reason. We're looking to overwhelm their rigged system. That's what beats it. Our numbers, our unity. That's why they spend so much time and effort keeping that from happening. And we don't need everybody united. We only need about 3% of the population to be united, to stand together, and we can attain 3%. You know, so there's no telling me this can't be done anymore. It can be done, and it is being done. And this show is for those that understand that we can do this, that we are doing this right now, and that we will win. You know, all we have to do is all that we can. Now, I include a link in the description of every Daily Bern to berniesanders.com. Please go there, see if there's any way that you can help out the campaign, maybe by volunteering, maybe it's donating, any amount at all helps. Even $1 is good. This is completely publicly funded, privately funded by people, regular people like me and you. The average occupation is teachers. The average employer is Walmart. And the average donation is about $18. So any amount is great. If you can donate, please do. Or just, like I said, try to find a way to volunteer. But get yourself one of these, the bumper sticker of the campaign, the official bumper sticker. Put that bad boy on your car. And then you're promoting the campaign just by driving around. Now, this show has evolved a lot over the time that it's been on the air. We've been doing this for like 5 months, and it's changed a lot. There used to be a news segment. We used to do news on this show. We used to do more of Bernie events and cover what Bernie's doing. And I want to get back to some of that, a little of it, and not all of it, and I'll tell you why. But something we used to do is always plug the texting. Now, I happen to do the texting as a volunteer. That's why I think it's important, but it's important for many reasons. You want to stay connected in many ways because the media, and you can already see it, is going to do and will do everything they can to suppress us and hold this back. But we're going to rise above it. We're going to be the media. Like Kilo says, we are Bernie's super PAC. You know, and that's the attitude that we have and the attitude that we need to have in this fight moving forward. Hey, Steve. Hey, Lauren. Overwhelm the rigged system. Unite the 3% to overcome the 1%. That's you must be in marketing, Lauren, because that is catchy. But yeah, that's exactly the idea here. Exactly what we're trying to do. Exactly what we're doing. And that's what this show is for. This is a show made for the true believers. That's what it's going to take is an army of true believers. That's what does this. People that you cannot tell no. People that are not fazed by that. They're not deterred by that word. You understand? We've decided that this is something we want to do. This is something we want to achieve, something we want to see happen. We're wanting to change the world. And we're going to. Because we understand that if we put in the work, if we do all we can, that we can make it happen. We can do this. This can happen, and it is possible. The only thing that can stop it is for us to not believe that, for us to lose sight of that truth. That's the only thing that could rein us in, is us. We could rein ourselves in. We could win this for them. But only we beat us. So they're going to do all they can to stop it. They already are. They're already pointing the cameras in the other direction. They're already taking attention as much as they can away from it. They're already trying to misinform everyone as much as they possibly can. But in the end, it will not be enough. There is a mass awakening happening in this country. It's just a fact. That's a fact. It's true. It's happening. People are waking up. When we reach the tipping point, and we will be unstoppable. Nothing is impossible. Nothing. You know, there's a quote by Nelson Mandela. I'm not sure exactly how it goes, but I'm pretty sure it's something like this. Everything is impossible until it's done. Everybody says it's impossible until it's done. Everyone wants to tell you it can't be done. But it turns out that most people are just too scared to even start trying to achieve their goals. And they come up with all sorts of excuses about why they can't win and all that stands in their way. Now, obstacles are real, and life has a way of getting in your way when you're trying to accomplish something. So that's all real. It's all there, like the obstacles that we're up against, like the rigged media, the rigged voting system, the rigged voting machines, the rigged vote itself, the super PAC, not the super PAC, the super delegates. The fact that there are even super delegates. The fact that look at what happened last time. There were caucuses that were decided by coin tosses where she won 6 coin tosses in a row. And we saw what happened, and it's going to happen again. But what's going to be different is there's going to be enough of us committed to doing everything that we have to do. Now, that is going to include physically being there at times, and the convention's going to be one of those times. These opportunities to flex, caucuses, voting opportunities, all these chances to show out, we need to show out in mass. Like every time there's a chance to vote and stuff like that, needs to look like a Bernie rally. Needs to be a sea of people. That's what does this. That's what wins. That's what overwhelms their rigged system. When enough of us decide and set our mind to the fact that we can reach our goal no matter what gets in our way, then we cannot be stopped. When there are enough people that believe it 100% in the way that I've become a believer. I cannot be shaken in this. And there are non-believers. Like Robert is a big non-believer in our system, and if he's still here, I hope he is. We can get into why. I'd love to talk about it. I'd love to have a back and forth. I'd love to have you on and debate you if you're interested. I don't even know if that's something you'd be into. Point is, I'd like a chance to prove that this can be done, is being done, and will be done. While it's happening, everyone will tell you it's not, but it will. It is. And we have decided we're going to get this, and we're going to do all that it takes to get it. Because we have to work. You must work. If you want to achieve anything, you got to put in the work. Nothing's going to just fall in your lap and just happen just because. It's because you wanted it to. You know, we're not going to change what they've spent hundreds of years building and putting into place because we want it. Just because we want it, we're going to have to put in the work. If we don't work, we're never going to get anything. But that goes for anything you want. Anything of value takes hard work and dedication. But if you put that in, you will get rewarded. We will win. Hey, Dion, good to see you. Hey, Ginger. And Dion says it ain't over till it's over. We got to see this all the way through. There is no backing down. There's no middle ground, no backing down. This is a Bernie or Vest situation. This is a Bernie or Vest show. I don't even say Bernie or Bust anymore. This is Bernie or Vest. We get this done, or we get it done some other way in the streets by unifying as people and rising up. This has to happen. This is our time. We're not going to get a better opportunity than this. There's no better opportunity coming along. It's foolish to wait for a better chance than what we already are being presented with and what's already before us right now. So let's do all we can in this fight and we'll win. But another way, I forgot to do the plug, the texting. To get informed on the Bernie Sanders campaign, you want to get informed in many different ways. So get the Burn app. That is a phone app. You can get anywhere you get your phone apps. If you have Apple, Apple Store, or Google, Google Play, go get your app, Burn app, and you can do all kinds of cool things, but it keeps you real informed with the campaign. Another way it's simple and it keeps you informed on your cell is texting. Text the word Bernie to 67760, and that will put you in the texting service. And volunteers like me will text out events and stuff that's relevant to you and happening in your area and coming up and all that, keep you informed. But in 2016, we ended up using it for a lot of different reasons. Like they put out false voting polling places, and we had to give people the right information, and it gave us a way to contact and communicate in real time. So it's really cool to enroll in it just in case it's needed in that way. So do that by texting Bernie to 67760. And then if you want to stay real informed with the campaign and everything going on and all the issues and policies that we're pushing for, subscribe to the Bern Notice. The Bern Notice is the official newsletter of the Bernie campaign, and it's a great way to stay informed. And the more informed you are, the better job you're going to be able to do of informing others. So inform yourself by following the Bern Notice. That's a really good tool. But Kilo says that Bernie rocked Nevada today, 6 in a row. 6 in a row. What does that mean? What was 6 in a row? Oh, we're Bernie Super PAC? You're damn right. The people, and we're doing a great job. We are crushing it. We are killing it. We need to understand that and revel in that sometimes. We need to realize that we are the front runners. We're allowing our candidate to run at a level and run a fantastic campaign. He's doing a great job. We couldn't ask for better out of Bernie. All we got to do is the best that we can, to do all we can. And enough of us doing all that we can and believing in this and moving forward and having the vision and the dedication to keep pushing forward no matter what gets in our way and no matter how many times we get told no, we cannot be stopped. It we will reach a tipping point and it will not matter what happens. Oh yeah. Kilo, the coin toss. Yeah, yeah. Uh she won 6 coin tosses in a row. The someone did the math on it. I don't remember what the odds are, but it's absurd odds. Um, yeah, that ain't the only one. There was another one they did with I don't remember what game they played, but another game they played. They may as well have been playing tic-tac-toe, whatever it was. It would have been completely rigged for Hillary Clinton. Hillary's in this media sweep again. She's on shows like she did Howard Stern and other shows recently, and she's saying that Bernie cost her the election in 2016. No one campaigned harder for Hillary Clinton than Bernie Sanders in 2016. Bernie Sanders campaigned harder for Hillary Clinton than Hillary Clinton campaigned for Hillary Clinton. Hillary Clinton lost the election in 2016. They tried to hand it to her on the silver platter. They did everything they could to give her that election. The media, everybody. And Bernie damaged his own brand trying to get that woman elected. He couldn't have done more for her. And I still have to deal with people that are upset with Bernie because of what he did to try to get Hillary Clinton elected. And she has the nerve to come out right now while he's the front runner and while this is happening and try to slander him. And that's what she's doing. And she did the same thing to Tulsi. And they honestly should sue the shit out of her. They should sue her. I would. If I was Bernie Sanders, I would sue Hillary Clinton. But that's not the type of dude he is. Tulsi did, I think. I think Tulsi took legal action. She should if she didn't. You know, I would like to see that. You got to hit these people in their pocketbook. That's all they care about is money. Especially someone like a Hillary Clinton. She cares about money. You're going to hurt her by hitting her in the wallet. That's what I would do. That's what Trump would do too. Well, let's see. What are you guys talking about? Kilo was at the convention in Philly and met up with a Bernie delegate, told him a vote for Hillary is political suicide. It is. And that they're doing the same thing now with Biden. And what they're doing is they're showing you that they would rather lose. They would rather lose than let the people win. And that's what they're trying to stop. They're not trying to stop Bernie Sanders. They're trying to stop us. They're trying to stop the people. The people are rising up. The people are doing what it takes to move forward and make this change happen. And they're seeing that it's happening. That terrifies them. They don't want this to happen. So they're doing all they can to stop it. And a big thing that they can do is to deceive the people about what's actually even going on and what's actually happening. So they're doing a fantastic job of it, but they're doing that with Joe Biden, who they know is a loser. Big more so than Hillary Clinton even. Joe Biden, I think, is a bigger loser than Hillary even. Hillary, let's be honest about Hillary for a second, is one of the most well-known people in politics, but also one of the most disliked. That's a fact. That's not me bashing Hillary. And they knew that. You know, look at what happened. She lost to a reality TV show star. That's his biggest accomplishment. It's not business. But Kilo says the establishment still gets paid as long as they keep Bernie out. Yeah, they've got what they've got. They don't want to give up. They don't want to lose that. And that's what we're coming to take. That's what can't happen. That's what's impossible. When they say, oh, it's impossible. No, it's not. It's very doable. The thing that's impossible is for you to keep your greedy system. That can't happen. That's got to die. That's got to go away. Well, we understand that. That's what we're saying. That's what we want to do. We're coming to tear that shit down. That's got to be torn down and rebuilt from the ground up. And that's how we got to get involved. Like Babels. My Babels is an alderman. She ran for alderman and won. And she goes to meetings now and is active in the community. That's what you got to do. We got to get involved at all levels. We got to do everything that we can to move this forward. And that's what moves it forward. That's what takes us to victory. That's how we win this. And that's why we're going to win. I fully believe that we're going to win. So this show has become less of a news show, less of a Bernie event show, and more of a motivational show. Because I need more people to fully believe it. And when enough of us do, it's just a thing called momentum. We will reach a tipping point. And just mathematically, and then there's nothing that can be done to stop us. It doesn't matter. You see, it'll get to the point where to stop us would be too hard. But Lauren says truth. Bernie campaigned for Clinton here in Michigan. She didn't come to my area until after the election. She came hawking books and selling meet and greets for $1,000 a head. Yeah, Bernie campaigned hard for her. And ruined his brand, did a lot of damage to his own name doing so. And he did it because she had promised to fight for his platform. He was fighting for his platform and what he believed was right. And I think running for president from the moment that he decided or realized it wasn't going to happen in 2016. So, and he's been doing that ever since. The man has been fighting his ass off for us. Literally. The entire time. I don't understand being mad at him. I really don't. I don't get that. It doesn't make any sense to me. And but people are mad at him. And that's another reason why I would like to debate people. I'd like to have people on and we can have a moderator. It can be fair and balanced. But I want to get my points across on why it doesn't make any sense to be mad about it. And to hold a grudge to the point where you would not be involved in something that is happening and has the potential to work. You can see that. I believe will work, is working, is already happening. Might as well get involved in it because you're going to be one of the first ones there to be like, hey, I knew you guys could make it happen. I believed it. I just didn't want to get involved for whatever reason. I didn't want to hurt my pride if we lost, but I knew you could make it happen. Don't end up one of those guys. Be with us now. Be part of this fight while it's happening. It's happening right now. You can be part of history with us, but know that we're going to win. We're going to make this happen. And I mean make it happen, not ask nicely. You want to achieve great things, you got to stop asking for permission. You got to take what you want. Life doesn't give you anything. Everything that you've just been given was accident or a fluke. Nothing of value just falls in your lap. You got to work for it. You got to decide you want it, make the commitment, put in the effort, and move forward until you get it. And that's what we're doing, but on a massive scale. We're trying to change our entire society from one of greed and endless war into one of compassion and justice for the people. Do you see? It's ours. We don't have to let them lord over us anymore. Kilo says burn their playhouses down. Exactly right. No, we're uprooting their system. Their system has got to go. They're right about that. Their system cannot survive this. It's got to end. That's coming down. That's got to be brought down. They're right. Medicare for all can't exist in that system. But that system's going away. And they see that. And they're terrified. And they're going to do everything they can to stop us. But it will not be enough. And I think that they even know that at this point. Look at how much Bernie glows. Anytime they show him, he's smiling from ear to ear, $1 million smile. A little bit of that's lifetime politician, polished professional. A lot of that is complete confidence. The man knows he's going to win. This is going to happen. This is going to happen. And it looks like Robert either went silent or didn't stick around, but as he hasn't commented again, or he never did comment. It just showed me he was here. He may have just popped in. But if he comes back, or if anybody that doesn't believe in this revolution, and not that you would watch this show for 30 minutes, but if you're still here, I want to hear why. I want to hear why you don't think it's going to work. Because at this point, like I was covering news, I was covering reasons why I think it'll work, this and that, and fighting back against the lies and propaganda that the mass media is putting out against our revolution and against our fight, and breaking down why it didn't matter. And then at a certain point, I realized that none of that mattered, and all of it was a waste of time. And there was no reason to keep taking in negative information and feeding my brain with it and then regurgitating it and feeding your brain with it. We're going to win by doing what needs to happen, by making the commitment and doing it. Historically, it's a fact. This is always the way that change has taken place. It's never taken place any other way. This is the way that it happens. This is what makes change happen. And we're doing it right now. So be a part of it or get out of the way because it's happening. We are not going to be told no, and we are not looking for half measures or middle ground. We're not asking for permission. We're going to overwhelm the rigged system with our numbers, and we're going to take it down. And we're going to change it into something that works for the people. It's not broken, man. It was built this way. We're coming to change it. And that don't happen from the top down. Electing Bernie ain't the end of this fight. It's the beginning of this fight. Lawrence says it is a political revolution or the other kind, and I'm a pacifist. John F. Kennedy said it. He said it beautiful, and I'm going to ruin it. But if peaceful revolution is made impossible, then violent revolution becomes inevitable. You can only push people so far, basically, is the bottom line. And their greed knows no limits, knows no bounds, and it's not going to self correct. They're not going to reach a point where they've decided, oh, we've had enough, guys. Let's trickle some of this down. Trickle down. That's garbage. It's never going to happen. Their cup just gets bigger. They move their cup. They siphon it off into other areas and other ports to hide their money. Then they don't pay any taxes on it. They don't pay it into society. They don't care. They don't have loyalty to any country, and they damn sure don't care about you or me. So nothing is going to make them correct their behavior, short of us taking control of our society. We don't have to let these people lord over us. We have the power to rise up. That's what's happening. That's what I believe in. I don't believe in politics. The reason why I like Bernie Sanders is not because he's a politician. It's because he is informing the people of what to do, how to do it, empowering the people, getting them to rise up, making them take responsibility of it, reminding them all the time, no, this is not about me. This is about us. Not me, us. When they chant, Bernie, 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 what's he do? What's he do every time? No, this is not about me. It's about us. That's why, because he wants you to understand that. Yes, our revolution is going to get Bernie Sanders elected president, and maybe he's wanted to be president since he was a little boy. I really don't care. The man has done great work over 40 years, and he deserves to be president, quite frankly. So I don't really care what his motivations are. Yes, part of this plan is getting Bernie elected president. He will become president. So that part could be personal reasons for him. Who knows? It's not all of it. He fully understands that what he's doing is activating millions of people to be politically active to make massive change happen. Change that is going to go on and build beyond, way beyond Bernie Sanders. This is just the beginning of what we're doing. What's going to happen when we elect Bernie president in 2020, which is what's going to happen? It's going to inspire millions of people. It's going to show people that this is possible. It's going to make people realize, what? You mean we can actually make change happen? We can do this? We can move things forward? We have the ability to make change? And then we're going to be unstoppable. I mean, it's going to snowball. But it's not the end. It's not the end of our fight. And this keeps going. And this show is for the people that understand that. And Kilo says Bernie is president. It's a beautiful thing. It's going to be amazing. And it's going to give us the power and the opportunity to do all these other things. But these things don't happen from the top down. It never stops being about us. Part of it is electing Bernie, but that's just part of it. That's why sometimes I've even thought about and toyed with the idea of changing the name of this show. Because I don't want us to get a hero concept of Bernie, or a hero thing where we think he's going to save the day. He can't do this on his own. Everyone needs to own that and understand that 100%. Bernie can't do this on his own. He never said he could. He never promised you he would. So we have to own it, that it's ours. And he may be stricken down at some point. It goes on goes on through. I'm not thinking of that right now, but if it happens, it still keeps going. What we sit down now? Something happens. We sit down, it's over. When are we gonna get together like this again? You understand what it takes to make something like this happen? It took that man 40 years. I can't be mad at him. No matter what, I can't be mad at him about it, because I understand what he did kept what he was doing alive. So I get it. Ginger says, I keep saying, if every Bernie supporter takes responsibility and gets 5 new supporters for Bernie and gets them to the polls, we will win. We're gonna win, Ginger. I'm convinced, 100% convinced, we are going to win. Lauren says I've gotten 4 and will get them absentee ballot requests. Right on. Deanne says no person or party is entitled to my vote. No, nobody is. Bernie Sanders earned it. You earn a vote. This is not, that's the other thing. This is not a political party show. I am not a Democrat, for instance. I'm registered Democrat because in my state you have to be registered Democrat to vote in the primary for Bernie, but that's the only reason why. I'm not a Democrat. I vote for issues and people. If there was a Republican that had issues and morals and stuff that I believed in and agreed with, I would vote for him. I don't vote for somebody just because of the letter that's next to their name. I voted for Jill Stein for president in 2016. I don't judge people for how they vote. I want you to vote informed. Inform yourself and participate in democracy. I'm not going to tell you how to vote. I'll never tell you how to vote. But, inform yourself on the policies and the issues and then vote in that way for people and policy. Not even personality. Not somebody that you like just because they're a great speaker. Like Pete Buttigieg. He's a great speaker. Very, very polished guy. Would do a great job as far as that goes. And he's a good con man. But that's what he is a con man. See him for what he is. It doesn't matter. Hell, Cory Booker's a great speaker. But it doesn't matter. He's a con artist and even hasn't fought for his own stuff when he's had a chance to. But Dion says the others are running a campaign. Bernie built a movement. That's absolutely right. What Bernie's done is going to be historic. This is all going to be remembered as the time that we as a society took hold of the reins and changed everything. This is the birth of massive change. And what's going to keep it going is us believing in it and moving it forward. And that means that enough of us have to take this on and 100% believe in it to our core. 3%. We need to reach that point of believers. I think we do, and I think we can, and I think we will. That's what I am pushing for. That's who I'm talking to. That's who this show is for from now on. It has morphed and become this, but that's what it is now. It is a place for believers to come and gather and inspire each other. If polls affect your mood and how you feel about this revolution and this fight, this might not be your show because I'm not going to focus on that. We're the front runners. We're killing it. I don't care what the polls say. Even the good polls, I don't really even want to see them because they're not reliable. I don't trust them. And I have good reason not to trust them. So I don't listen to that. I'm paying attention to it. And I'm a believer. I believe in this fight. I believe in what we're doing. And like I said, it's not based on a belief in politics. It's based on the belief that this is how things happen. This is what makes change happen. Kilo says, I'm with this fight all the way. That's good to hear. That's good to hear. It's good to have you. We just need to inspire more. That's all. That's all we need to do. That is it. You understand? All we need to do is keep doing what we're doing. It's easy. Kilo says, I swear he's got a cape tucked under his shirt. Bernie's great. I'm a big fan of Bernie. But as long as we know that this is up to us, he's a great candidate. Couldn't ask for a better candidate. I love that we get to fight for a candidate like Bernie, that has a history like Bernie has, and has fought for the things that Bernie has for all of Bernie's career. That's fantastic. But we need to know this is ours, and we do this. We push this forward. We make this happen. And that's what this show is for, and that's what we do here every day, is we talk about that. And we gather here every day at 7. So if you like this show, and if you want to, come back any day, Monday through Friday at 7 p.m., there will be a Daily Bern. And continuing on, past Bernie getting elected, because Medicare for all, living wage, uh, legalized cannabis, all this stuff, education, these are things we're going to keep fighting for. These aren't instant things. These don't happen when we get Bernie elected. We got to keep fighting to get these. We understand that. Coming for all of that. And that's what we're doing here. And that's what this show is for. And that's what we're going to keep doing. So if you dig it, if you like this, share it out. And support us and support this show by sharing it and liking it and all of that. And coming back and watching it and telling your friends. Get this out. I'm trying to inspire people and motivate us in this fight. And if you're feeling weak or down, come here. Our comment section is full of people that will build you up. So tell us what's going on. Tell us what's happening with you. If you're feeling like, no, this can't happen. I don't think so. I did, but I don't anymore. Come here and tell me. Bring it to me. You know how you gauge it? I always gauge off people. When you see me break down, they ain't get worried. Because I believe this to my core. You got to believe. You want to have your dreams. You want to achieve great things. You have to believe that you can. And then have the dedication and the hard work. And you can get it. We will win. That's what we talk about every day. We will win. Not Bernie. Us. Thanks for watching, guys. This is the Daily Bern. Like I said, every day at 7. So come back tomorrow. We get a little better every day. It's an independent show. I just wanted there to be a show like this, so I made one. Kilo says I'm not loyal to any party. Party loyalty got us into this mess. Vote for the merits of the candidate. Absolutely. That's the only way you should vote. But again, I never shame you for voting. Now, I got a problem with people that don't vote, but I understand it. I understand a lot of their reasons for not voting, but I would like a chance to talk to them and get them to understand that we can do this. We are doing this, and we will win. But thanks for watching the Daily Bern, and I'll see you again tomorrow at 7 for another episode. See you then. Thanks for watching. Thanks for sharing. And thanks to everybody that commented and took part in the show.